قيمة لولا هالخدمة، وانطاني رفعة حب ابو اليمة. انا اختصر كل عمري باللاطمة، ذخر قبري ذخر قبري. ما عندي قيمة لولا هالخدمة، وانطاني رفعة حب ابو اليمة. انا اختصر كل عمري باللاطمة، ذخر قبري ذخر قبري. اضيعن اذا بابك نسيت حبيبي علي.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. In the name of God, the most beneficent, the most merciful, all praises be to Him. Everlasting and omniscient He is. I begin in His name and I send my peace and blessings upon Muhammad and his holy household, and my everlasting damnation upon their enemies. Ameen Rabbal Alameen. My dearest brothers and sisters, my dearest viewers in Islam, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. As we join you here, another episode where we bring to you more stories from the walk towards Arba'een, the walk towards Abbas and Hussein alayhum as-salam, or in general the walk or the Ziyarat itself, and the many testimonials and memoirs and memories that the pure and courageous and pain-stricken nation of Iraq and its inhabitants and what they have been going through since the beginning of time. Know that the people of Iraq have been dealt pain and adversity since the beginning, even prior to the martyrdom of Imam Hussein alayhi salam in Karbala. The people of this great nation have been dealt with many different types of tests and trials and tribulations. Amongst those, of course, is that of Sayyid al-Shuhada alayhi afdal as-salati wa atam as-salam. And if we go back in history, we find that Saddam alayhi la'na and those before him and those after him, like ISIS for example, they're not the first to cause the zuwar of Sayyid al-Shuhada alayhi salam pain and suffering. It is in fact the sunnah of Allah, as we find in the Quran, that His awliya, His saints, are dealt hardship and dealt pain and dealt suffering. That is how it has been. For the good is always struck by what? Is always struck by that which is evil, that causes him the utmost hardship and the utmost pain and suffering. If we go back, and I want you to take all of this into perspective, that so much blood has been shed for the sake of this ziyarah, because a lot of people fail to understand this perspective. They fail to understand that the people surrounding this great city, the people in this great nation, have given their lives for the sake of this ziyarah. And it is incumbent upon us to remember those who died in the way of Abaabdellah alayhi salam, in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Amongst those time periods was the era of al-mutawakkil al-abasy alayhi la'natullahi wal malaikati wal nasi ajma'in. Al-mutawakkil al-abasy, from amongst the rulers and emperors and tyrants that ruled the Islamic nation, he was the most fierce and gruesome towards the Ahlul Bayt alayhum as-salam. The historians narrate this. Historians from the side of the mukhalifin, like Ibn Kathir and other historians, narrate the fact that al-mutawakkil, for example, caused even the shrine of Abaabdellah alayhi salam so much damage, or he tried to. For example, he tried to plow down the shrine, he tried to send water down the shrine in order to flood the shrine. He tried to, and by the way, when he tried to send water in order to flood down the shrine, what happened? When the water came flowing down the shrine, the area known as the Ha'ar al-Husayni, which is the Ha'ar that we know of, was where the water began to circumambulate or circulate around the shrine, and then the water that was coming with such force was not able to destroy the grave of Abaabdellah alayhi salam. Many pain and many different forms of suffering that was endured during that time. And since we're trying to keep these episodes as short as possible, what we'll do right now is we're going to end right here and continue narrating to you a little bit of more of what's happened during the time of the mutawakkil. And then after that, in a different episode, we will jump to some more stories and memories of the Zuwar, of the pilgrims of Sayyid al-Shuhada, alayhuma afdal as-salati wa atamma as-salam. And for that, I say wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
إذا بابك نسيت حبيبي علي أحلفك يا ابو اليمة خاطر رقية أريد بخدمتك أظل المنية